So this is the poll that we did, that we commissioned. And Len, I want to get your thoughts on this. So of the different voting factions of how people would vote if there was an election tomorrow, of those wanting these four to face the music, 91% of New Zealand First voters did. I think that's hardly a surprise, considering New Zealand First were at the spearhead of COVID Inquiry Part 2. 87% of ACT, 87% of National, 60% of Labour, 35% of Greens. But this was the number that intrigued me, 77% of Te Pāti Māori. So that also shows that that group is, well, the Te Pāti Māori voters as a rule are not looking at this necessarily as a ideological issue. They still want questions answered around COVID, as do those 60% in Labour. What are your thoughts on those numbers for people's reactions?
Well, they're really interesting numbers, that's for sure. I can't certainly explain the Te Pāti Māori support for that, because the way I look at the Greens and Te Pāti Māori is that they're singing from the same song sheet in many, many respects. So there is a bit of a difference here. Look, I think the fact that Grant Robertson, Jacinda Ardern and Chris Hipkins didn't want to appear was that they are speaking to their voter base. And most of their voter base, I think, it's a gamble for them that there is more to lose for them in terms of the next election than there is from fronting up and knowing where this will go. We all know that Jacinda basically lives overseas because she can barely set foot in this country. And fronting up to the inquiry, for whatever excuse they want to make, isn't going to work for their voter base. But Te Pāti Māori, Māori were used in so many ways under the COVID response. And you saw up north in Northland, there were iwi patrolling the areas and things like this. So, yeah, maybe they do have more to find out or want some answers on that.